Hello there, I am back from Australia. It is time once again for movie night. It's been a little too long. There's a few new releases this weekend: Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire, Ghostbusters, the Frozen Empire, another one with Empire in it, but they're both exactly the same length, 1 hour 55 minutes, both movies. Both have Empire in the title. Ghostbusters came out last weekend when I was still in Australia, and Godzilla comes out right now. It's Good Friday as I'm recording this, and also Kung Fu Panda 4. Yes, Kung Fu Panda 4 comes out this weekend as well. So I'm looking forward to tonight on Good Friday, watching Godzilla at 7 o'clock in the evening. And then after that, I'll be watching Ghostbusters, and that'll finish around midnight, 11:55, I think exactly. It will finish if adverts are on time. And then tomorrow, Granddad's coming along to watch an IMAX screening, IMAX 3D screening of Godzilla. So I'm watching Godzilla twice because I'm a big fan. So I'm watching it once with my granddad, once myself tonight. And then also after that tomorrow, my mum is coming along to watch Kung Fu Panda 4. So should be fun. 4 movies, technically 3, but 4 showings. Granddad's coming along, mum's coming along, so it should be a good time. Anyway, watching Godzilla for the first time today by myself. I'm very excited. Let's do this. There, wearing my Perth Western Australia Rottnest Island hat because I love this hat. It's a good cap. Yeah, I'm here. It's going to be, I expect it to be quite busy because it's Good Friday and it's school holidays, so you know there'll be plenty of people out and about. And I checked the screening because I just booked it, and Godzilla vs. Kong is almost like it's 3/4 full. So yeah, I was just like, where do I find a seat here? There's not enough on the edges. But yeah, it was all good. I'm looking forward to it. I am right here at, let me show you the sign because it's quite funny. Sea World Inimas. I know you can see the words, but it's like, because some of them aren't working, so when you're like driving towards it, you see Sea World Inimas actually from like a distance when you're driving. It's not as funny because you can see the words from here, so that joke backfired, oh well. Love to do my review inside, but copyrighted music. I know this channel's not monetized yet, but still I like to avoid it. I hate when sometimes I do a review in there and it says copyright claim. I'm just like, it's not my fault they're playing music. Anyway, yeah. So the audience gave applause. Of course it stopped by the time I started recording, but the audience gave an applause since the credits started running. I'm just like, okay. I did not expect that. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. The fight scenes were all great. The very last fight, the very climax of it, I felt like they rushed it a bit. Like, it was a really cool fight. I just wanted it to go for longer. Maybe that's just me personally, because I'm used to seeing some long sequence battle scenes, but I just feel like the final battle scene did need more. It wasn't bad, it was really good, it just needed more. There's a certain kaiju that is in this that's a pretty big name, and I wasn't surprised to see it there, but I was just like, okay, that's cool. There's another kaiju, and it's not a spoiler, keyword Anguirus. He's not in this, but there is a kaiju that looks like him, suspiciously, with a different color. I'm just like, is that budget Anguirus? Like, it looked like they don't have the rights to Anguirus, so they just made their own version of Anguirus. It's not Anguirus, it's a different color, it's got different powers, but it looks like Anguirus. It looks like Anguirus, the design of it. So I'm just like, is this the monster versus Anguirus? Yeah, I still want to see, you know, things like Gigan and Destroyer, but I guess we kind of got Anguirus, even though it's not Anguirus. If it was in this, I wouldn't tell you. That would be a spoiler. But there is a kaiju that looks like Anguirus a little bit. When you first see it, it definitely looks like it. But yeah, I had a good time with the fight scenes. With the human characters, with Monsterverse is never really that good, but I feel like it was okay. I like G. I liked her already in the Godzilla vs. Kong movie, but the kid, she's great. She's great. And there are some emotional moments in it with her mother as well, adopted mother, and a few other things, finding her family and stuff. There's a good storyline with her, I think. So it's definitely improved. Human characters in this franchise, I think they were fun in Kong Skull Island. Godzilla 2014, they were alright. Apart from that, they've not been too good, but I really like this young G. She's a very good character, so fair play. It's not the levels of -1. Obviously, those human characters were incredible, but still, you know, it was all right. They were all right, but I'm not there for humans anyway. But still, it didn't feel like they were too annoying because we had a decent amount of monster scenes, and it wasn't just battle scenes. There are some scenes with no dialogue, and you see Kong running around, you see Godzilla running around. I'm just like, this is really cool. There's no interruptions of humans in the fight scenes. You just see straight up monster fights, like. And not just monster fights, you just see monsters. You see Kong having a run in the first opening scene. There's no one talking, there's no one there, there's no humans there, there's no words, no one's, like, there's animals talking, but you don't know what they're saying. The point is, watching something with just monsters doing their thing and not hearing a word, that works. And they showed it in this film a lot. There's a lot of scenes where no one's talking, there's no humans. You're just seeing monsters, being animals. I'm just like, this is cool. There are some scenes that gave me Planet of the Apes vibes as well. But yeah, it's more Kong orientated. Kong gets more of the spotlight, it gets more of the storyline, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Godzilla got enough of the spotlight as well. He gets less of it, but it gets a decent amount, and I like what they did with him. Godzilla's backstory does tie into this, so even though it's about Kong mostly, there is a history of Godzilla there and a reason that connects to the villain, the main villain of this movie, and there might be another villain, just so you know. But yeah, overall I had a good time, I had fun. My main issue, like, there's the human characters which could have been better apart from the kid, but still not too bad. Like Dan Stevens, I think was okay. I think it was a unique, fun character. But the monster battles delivered. It's just that at the end, I just feel like that fight scene could have gone on for another 10 minutes at least. Because once there's an element once an element changes in that fight, it just ends so fast. I'm just like, a bit longer. But yeah, that's as much as I can say. I'm kind of pushing boundaries of spoilers, to be honest. But I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I had a good time, and I'm looking forward tomorrow for Grandad to see this because it's going to be fun to show him some of these scenes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. But yeah, Ghostbusters starts in like 10 minutes. I'm looking forward to that, and let it be good. Looking forward to that one. It is almost tomorrow. It is 11:59. It's literally midnight in a minute. I'm not gonna lie, man. I woke up early today, earlier than I wanted to. I got 3 days off work, and I cannot wait to get straight into bed because I've had early wake-ups since I came back from Australia, and I'm exhausted. But that was a nice way to end the night. I had good fun. That was a fun film. I enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as Afterlife. Afterlife was like a lot better. But for what it was good. It was fun. It was also cool to see it like in the city as well. Just going around New York being crazy, fighting ghosts, and this new villain was pretty mad as well. Pretty scary, and yeah, I'm a big fan of Phoebe. I think she's a great character, great new addition since Afterlife. But yeah, it was good, it was fun, just not as good as Afterlife. But I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I had a good time. So yeah, good night. Let's see Grandad. And Mum as well. Hello, how you doing?
Hello. I'm very well.
You know what, watching Grandad?
Yeah.
What are we watching? What movie?
Yeah, I was watching yesterday this Tasmania. Tasmania is a wonderful country.
Yeah, it's a place, yeah.
Yeah.
What movie are we watching? What movie?
Movie. I saw some movie, but I didn't.
Godzilla Kong. It's a new movie.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
We have already watched one
Yeah,
Godzilla.
there's another one coming. Another one today, yeah.
Oh, this must be a huge one, no?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna watch it in IMAX Screen 8. Your favorite screen at Cineworld.
Okay.
He always recognizes Screen 8. What about you? What are you watching?
Kung Fu Panda.
You said it right. Yesterday she said Kung Fu Panda. I'm just like, it's not Kung Fu, it's Kung Fu. So Kung Fu Panda 4 we're watching after. So I'm looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it? You?
Yes.
Thank you.
Very excited?
Yeah,
Very excited, yeah, it's going to be very good. There's also, I just found out, there's a unlimited member screening for Monkey Man, which comes out on Friday. I was going to watch it on Friday because I got that day off. I'm just like, I can use Friday now to do something else, so now I can watch Monkey Man tonight. So watching that, and then straight away we're going to Odeon because I got free tickets for that cinema to watch Kung Fu Panda 4, and then after that back to Cineworld again to watch a free screening of Monkey Man 1 week early. So another movie added in. We got a mega vlog, a mega movie family night. Am I going to fit all the movies in the title? I don't know. It's a 100 characters limit, but we should be all right. Maybe not the full titles. Can you imagine putting Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, comma, Ghostbusters, The Frozen Empire, comma, Kung Fu Panda 4, comma, Monkey Man. That's not going to fit on top of mega movie night, family night. The title's going to be something. We'll tell you that much. Anyway, let's head over there because there's only half an hour to the movie and we got to actually get moving. That's got his nice blue shoes on. Man's got the Roman Reign fit. I said Roman Reigns. I'm saying like colourful shoes. Like he wears the red shoes. Granddad's a tribal chief. He wears the blue shoes. Nice weather, yes. You know, when I came back to England, I'm just like, oh, it's so cold. It's like Tasmania, but a little bit less snow. And suddenly it's quite warm again. So that's quite nice, you know. The sun's coming out. We should be in spring right now. It still feels too cold, to be honest. But the sun's coming out, you know. Hopefully there's some nice heat waves for a couple weeks at least. I'm looking forward to the spectacle of IMAX as well, because I've not seen that in IMAX yet. IMAX screenings are a bit weird with Godzilla because normally a new film comes out, it gets all the screens all day in IMAX at this cinema anyway, because there's one IMAX screen, one 4DX screen. But obviously because Dune was so popular, Dune's still getting one screening per day in IMAX. It's still getting plenty of screenings, but in IMAX one screening per day. So they spread Godzilla out because they either put Dune either at 4 o'clock or 7 o'clock. So they spread Godzilla out, and they're doing it weird. They're doing one IMAX 3D screening per day, which is what we're watching, and like two 2D screenings. Interesting setup. Just do all 2D, to be honest. See numbers at G7 and G6. Like a G6, like a G6. Fly like a G6. Huge screen. Excited?
Thank you.
I have a better idea.
You don't have to return these anymore. Normally with IMAX you got to give them back, and for other 3D you just keep them, but I'm alright with that. I'm not complaining. Because IMAX have like specific like 3D glasses, so like I was just like, you get to keep these? Okay, that's cool. And it's like you don't have to pay extra for the glasses either, so it's like, oh, that's a win-win right there. So he watched about 10 minutes maximum. Was asleep for most of it.
Try to watch
Yeah, no, watched about 5-10 minutes.
No.
Even like during the fight scenes, he fell asleep the most.
Yeah.
Like Kong's doing stuff, Godzilla's doing stuff, and he just like, so he was like this.
How did they take all this? Very difficult.
Take all this. You didn't even watch it. The main parts he watched, right? There was no fighting. It was just like Godzilla standing there on a hill, and he was awake, and they fell back asleep again. Like this is
He's here, no?
literally, you never lasted more than 20 seconds. Every 20 seconds, back to sleep.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know what his rating would have been, to be honest, because he barely saw it. But yeah, it is what it is. He is getting old, but yeah. Even like you watched The Beekeeper with me, and what's the other one? The 4-hour movie that we watched last year, like a few months ago. Killers of the Flower Moon. He was awake the whole time, so you know, maybe it's just the wrong day. Just the wrong day or the wrong time of day. I don't know. He was awake the whole car ride home and car ride here. Well, not here. We're at Odeon this time. So the reason I'm here is because I get 6 free cinema tickets per year at this cinema from my bank. So yeah, I used 2 with my granddad, and I'm going to use 2 now for Kung Fu Panda 4. Stimmers, I got 2 left until October, where it will renew. I get 6 more. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I watched the first 3 recently, rewatched it because I don't remember the second or the third one. Remember the first one vaguely, but I watched all 3 last month and they were all very fun. Thought they were all good in their own way as well. So 3 was the weakest one. 1 was great, 2 was good as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the 4th one now. So let's go in and see it. We are in seats D1 and D2. You know what that means?
Deborah and David.
Yeah, exactly. She got the joke before me. Got a popcorn, and I've got this. Great food. It's so much more premium here, and better food as well. even though I prefer Cineworld, Odeon is kind of the better cinema chain. All recliner seats everywhere. Hello.
Hello.
Can barely see me. World of Wonder. What do you think? Did you like it?
Yeah, very active.
You enjoyed it? You laughed a lot.
Yeah.
There was a lot of funny scenes that we laughed
Funny,
at.
funny Panda.
Yeah, what, out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I'll give it 7.5. Skadoosh. And we are out. That was good, man. I had a good time. I think it was better than the third one. But I think the first two were better. There was a severe lack of Furious 5. I'm just like, why are they not playing a role in this? Like, well, why? Why would you take out 5 of the best characters? But yeah, Poe was great. The new characters were great. Master Shifu is great as always. And yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. It's just that it's missing Furious 5. I'm just like, I'm not going to spoil anything, but they're there, but they're not really there. Just put it that way. I'm just like, where are they? Why are they not part of the story? The villain's very cool though. It's very interesting. It's a very unique take on the villain, and they found an interesting way to bring back certain characters, which I felt was pretty fun. So yeah, the villain was pretty crazy, and I enjoyed it. But I gave it 7.5 because I just don't feel it's as good as the first two. Still think it's better than the third one, but yeah, 7.5 I think is a fair rating. I don't know what I rated the first 3 now, but I'm hoping I rated the third one lower than that. But yeah, I enjoyed it. 7.5 is still a good rating, and yeah, it's a good film. So there you go. Next up, Monkey Man, which I did not expect to be watching this weekend, but I thought since they got an early screening for members, which I am a member of Cineworld, I thought, hey, let's go and see it a week early. So they're doing that, and yeah, very excited for that one. So this should be fun. I feel the storyline in Kung Fu Panda 4 was I don't know, the plot I felt was the weakest out of the 4, even though I felt this was better than the third one overall. I think the plot line was definitely the weakest. It was still good. It's just like, yeah, it felt like something was missing aside from the Furious 5, but I still enjoyed it. I still had a good time. It just wasn't as good as the first two, not even close, but better than the third, I feel. So yeah, there you go. And I like how each villain in each movie is unique and good in their own way, and they continue that trend here. I don't have to do a 5th one, but I would not mind, to be honest. I feel like there's a good franchise to continue on. Yesterday it said C word. Anyway, yeah. As I was saying, what was I saying? I was gonna say the fight scenes and chase scenes are really fun. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. This movie had a lot of issues in the makings of it. The Furious 5 were like a last minute addition, and that's what, like, they're hardly in it, and the plan was to not have them in it. Apparently there was a back and forth, so there was someone who cared more about the story, but everyone else, including the studio, I don't know exactly what the story is, but the main thing is one side was pushing for making more money, maximizing profits, which is, you know, that's, you expect that from a company, but obviously you want a good story as well, and there was another side that wanted a story, you know, to actually like make the movie good, but there was a lot of pushback, and they wanted to make the movie longer, but they said no, make it shorter to maximize profits, and a lot of story elements were taken out, or, you know, at least pushed to be taken out, and they really had to push to like leave some bits in, but they also took a lot out. And yeah, there's a new character in this. There's a fox, a new character in this. That's a fox. It's a cool character, and some of the most important parts of this character's arc, they were trying to take it out of the movie, actually, and they apparently did take some out. But some of the things in the film that made the final cut, they were trying to take it out. Like the studio was trying to take it out. I don't know. I didn't read it fully. Like I read it a couple days ago. I don't know who was pushing for what, but the point is, one person wanted like a good story, but there was a lot of pushback saying we want to do this instead. There was another plan to make it live action with like real life people, apparently. I'm glad that didn't get the green light, but it's one of those ideas they had to make more money, I guess. They had an initial story plan for Tai Lung, which they apparently took out. He is still in this, but apparently like it was meant to be a little bit different. So like there's other elements as well, but there's so many things that could have been different about this, both in positive and negative ways. And I'm just like, wow, like it could have been better or worse. But yeah, it seems like some of the things they took out, you could kind of tell they took some things out, and some things they put in, you can tell they put in. So like, I still enjoyed the movie. I think for what we got, it was good. But the fact that they were trying to take some things out, and they did take some things out, it's a real shame. It's a real shame. It's just like, oh, the movie could have been better. It could have been worse as well, because there were some things that, you know, I'm glad there was at least some people there that pushed for a better story and better content, because they did get some good stuff. But the fact that, you know, there was so much pushback because they wanted more profit, but you can make more profit and make a movie good. It's like, what profit are you making by taking out the Furious 5? I don't know. I know it's weird. Studios are weird. It's annoying, you know, because you just want good film. But I still think it was good. I think what we got was good. It's just that, you know, I'm just like, just hearing the stories about, you know, things that changed, things that were argued over. I'm just like, that's really annoying and sad to hear. But what we got was what we got, and I still had a good time. So yeah, and I like the new Fox character as well. So yeah, that was fun. There's about an hour to Monkey Man. I don't know what to do, to be honest. I'm not hungry, not thirsty, so I'm just like, just walking around. I'll see you when it starts. 10:45 p.m. on Saturday. We're getting out. I'm hoping there was no after credit scene in that one. It doesn't seem like there is, but I can't check online because it's not released yet. But I did walk out during the credits, so I'm hoping there's no after credit scene, because otherwise I've missed it. But I assume there's not, because it did have a proper ending, and I wouldn't assume it will get a sequel. It's a revenge story. Actually, before I start, I forgot to mention my IMAX thoughts on Godzilla. It was great in IMAX. Great visually. Godzilla looked even cooler, so did Kong. And the sound was amazing. There was a couple moments where it vibrated a bit, vibrated my seat, just for a couple seconds. But yeah, it was good IMAX. Anyway, back to Monkey Man. It's a revenge story. So he's getting revenge for his mother, who was killed when he was young, and he's finally standing up to the people who are behind it, and he sort of becomes like a hero at the same time. Yeah, let's just say there's corrupt politicians and police involved that he's got to try and take down. It's like an Indian John Wick, basically, because it takes place in India. It stars Dev Patel. He directs it as well, and he's produced by Jordan Peele. But it's a revenge story that takes place in India. So you see, it's in English, but English in Indian accents. And there's also Indian language as well. I don't know which Indian language. There's multiple languages in that country, but it's in Indian language as well, with subtitles. But it's mostly in English, but with Indian accents. It takes place in India, in both the poor areas and rich areas of India. You see like a big class divide. And yeah, it's like a big thriller. At times it's a slow burner, but at other times it's fast paced. Sometimes it feels like you're watching Indian John Wick in a way. But yeah, Dev Patel is great. And it's a good movie, man. I heard when this premiered, Dev Patel was there and it got a standing ovation, which was like, oh, I was like, interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing this now. And the trailer I thought was pretty interesting as well, pretty good. I don't think it was standing ovation good, actually, but I thought it was a good, solid movie. I had a good time. It was good, man. It was really damn good. It was towards the end of the night as well, and I was actually getting quite tired, but this movie kept me awake. Let's put it that way. It was, the action scenes were incredible. It's an 18. So if you didn't know, like in America, you have like an R rating, rated R. That's the highest rating. In the UK, the R rating is a 15, like 15, like, because it's not even the highest rating. We have a higher rating that's called 18, and that's quite rare. Like, you have to be proper extreme to have an 18 rating, and it is rated for that before very brutal violence, a lot of blood, a lot of gore, and a bit of explicit stuff. So it is quite raunchy sometimes. There's only a few scenes here and there, but very violent. Like, it has to be really bad to be an 18. Like, you could have people's heads being chopped off and it will still be 15. Rated R usually is equivalent to 15 for it to go to 18 in England, it has to be like proper extreme. And it was. And it was. It was pretty crazy violence. A bit more realistic than a John Wick, I guess, because he does take a lot of damage. He does get hurt quite a lot. But still, there's definitely parts that are not realistic for sure. Because there's some parts where he fights like multiple people where it wouldn't make any sense. But other parts where it's just like, I don't want to spoil, but there's like a scene where there's someone trying to jump through a window and they don't smash the window. They just hit the window and fall over. I'm just like, that would happen, wouldn't it? It's not always like the movies, but yeah, there's some realism in it in the fight scenes, but also some things that are like, well, you can tell it's tell it's fictional. But apparently it's actually based on like real life events, but not like exactly. But it's inspired by real life events, and apparently there was a myth called Monkey Man in India in 2001. Apparently, whether that was a real person, I don't know. But yeah, there's some inspirations behind this. And there's definitely some connections to real life India as well. There are some like similarities to some things that happen in real life India too. So yeah, there's some awful things in here. It's not for the faint-hearted. I say this, I faint when I see blood, but in movies I can like, I can put my mind in a state where I know it's not real, so it doesn't affect me. I've only fainted once in a movie before, and it was like 10 years ago. But yeah, it's very gory. It can really get to you. It's not for the faint-hearted, ironically, is me saying it, but I had a good time. I thought it was pretty damn good. And it also saves me a trip to the cinema next week, because I'm pretty sure this comes out next week and nothing else does. So I can wait a couple weeks till the next, I think Civil War is in a couple weeks. They're making a movie about American Civil War, which I feel like someone's made their wet dream movie. But anyway, yeah, that's a bit of an inappropriate term to use in a vlog like this. You never know who could be watching. But either way, I'm looking forward to that. I guess that's the next movie vlog I do. I might go and see Godzilla again, maybe Ghostbusters again, because I liked the finale quite a bit. But there won't be a vlog. I don't think it's worth doing a vlog, extra vlogs for those. But my next movie night will probably be in a couple weeks. It's probably for Civil War, unless something else coming out first. But yeah, there's a few movies coming out next few months, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, it's been a good time. Godzilla vs. Kong twice, Kung Fu Panda 4 and Monkey Man. Some interesting films, and I look forward to seeing more film this year. But yeah, Monkey Man was pretty damn good, and I appreciate what they did. And yeah, I liked it. I had a good time. I'm going to give it a rating of 8, a solid 8 out of 10. Well done, Dev Patel. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.